Greetings and salutations, Life and Poetry fam, and welcome back to Poetry 102 with Marcus T. If you've been keeping up with this series thus far, you know what this series is dedicated to. If not, let me tell you. In the Poetry 102 series, we will be discussing and breaking down tips and techniques for how to find your voice in writing, finding your writing style, as well as developing your voice and tone in your specific writing style. Thus far, we've went over things like what voice was. We defined the root of voice in writing as well as in poetry, specifically in poetry, as well as the broader range of writing in general. We've also went over 5 steps to find your writer's voice. Now, as I said before, the steps I'm going to give you are the steps that I think that are prevalent to you developing a base of your writing and finding your writing style. Now, along your journey, you might find there are other tips and techniques to get to where you want to get to as a writer, and that's good. I want you to keep diving in. Don't stop with just what I'm giving you. Challenge yourself to go above and beyond, so that you can master your craft, so that you can master the skill that it is to find and develop your own style of writing, your own voice in writing, how you want to be in that realm of things. And as I said in the video where we talked about finding your voice as a writer, it takes time, right? One of the biggest principles of this here is understanding that this here takes time to do. It's not going to happen overnight. You may find some pieces here, there, and everywhere that you can pull out of your writer's atmosphere, and you can put them together. But it takes time to perfect where you want it to be, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with taking your time with this process, because the more time you take, the better you get at it. The more you can develop and build on what you have and are standing there, right? So that's what we went over so far. In today's video, I want to talk to you about simply what is writing style, right? What is a writing style? By definition, we're going to talk about that there, right? But before we get into that, guys, I want you to make sure you do me a huge favor and go ahead and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure that notification bell is turned on so that you can be notified every time we here at Life and Poetry drop a new video. And remember, guys, that I say we, because you never know who's going to pop up and grace us with their presence on the channel. There may be some old faces. There very well may be some new faces. You never know. But to know, you have to stay informed. And to stay informed, you have to do what? You got it. Make sure that bell is turned on. So we're going to move on into what I have here as how we can define what a writing style is. Now, remember, guys, don't just take what I'm giving you. Go and research these on your own, because you may come up with different definitions, different tips, different techniques, different tools that you can take for your own benefit, and also help to pass to the next person, help them develop as well. Remember, for me, guys, this is about not just perfecting my craft, but helping you perfect yours. As a writer, I have time in when it comes to my writing, but every step of the way, I'm learning something new, and I'm challenging myself to take on something new as I compress and compile these things here, so that I can have that exploratory benefit when it comes to writing, meaning I'm able to explore here, there, and everywhere when it comes to my writing. I'm not just in one niche. I'm not in just one category. I'm able to tap in to a lot of different things while keeping my style in that specific frame or picture there as I go on to tap into different things. So let's talk about what is a writing style, right? By definition, a writing style is an author's unique way of communicating with words, right? Simple definition, a writing style is an author's unique way of communicating with words, right? An author creates a style with the voice or personality and overall tone that they apply to their text. A writer's style can change depending on the type of writing, the type of writing they're doing, who they're writing for, and their target audience. Now, let's pull back, right? So we have that there, right? We know the writing style is a way that a writer communicates with words. We know that in this style here, we're pulling from voice, personality, the tone of the text, how you want it to be, right, and the audience you're writing for. So for example, poetry, right? A great writing style for poetry. It's on my tongue. It's funny that a lot of things are under my notes, but that's fine because I don't want to keep looking down either. I want to engage with you, right? So part of that there is in the style. I'm delivering this here, right? I want to engage. I want to make sure the text is engaging with you. So I want to make sure that my point of view is coming across, right, in the voice I'm using. I want to make sure that I'm painting the picture vividly so that you can see where I'm going with this overall thing here, right? I want to make sure that I'm using my words to convey what I want you to see, hear, feel. I want you to tap into your senses with my words, and uniquely done so. You see that a lot in poetry. You see that a lot in fiction writing. You want the reader to be able to follow along. If you're reading a murder mystery, right? I want to use tone of excitement, of darkness. Sometimes I want to use the wow factor when it comes to it. I want to use these things here to paint the bigger picture, so that when it comes across, you're able to say, "Oh my God, okay, look, I feel this here, I feel that there," and I'm able to communicate that uniquely so that you can understand how I'm guiding the storyline here. I know for instance, I was reading a book. The book was it's a book that was gifted to me for graduation. At the specific time, I was studying to go to the police academy, and my cousin, who's also in the field that I wanted to go into, in law enforcement field, she gifted me a book that was funny stories about police incidents. Now, certain stories in there were written, well, they were written in the person's voice, as in, okay, I'm writing my story to tell you this here, but as it was writing, it had pitch and climax, and it had wow factors, excitements in there, and I was able to see as the writer was painting the picture of maybe the suspect climbed out of a window. He slid down this long, rusty metal fire escape ladder. I was able to see it like that, and he was using certain pinpoint personality things that I was able to tap into, right? Now, and remember, if we go back to the 5 steps, right? One of the biggest things is determining your point of view, right? In that voice, in that writing style, you want to make sure that part there, you have it pinpointed through and through. Now, I pray I'm not rambling. I feel like I'm rambling there. But again, this is a short one here. I'm trying to make sure I'm getting this out as clear as possible. But as I was saying, so you have your point of view is stamped there. But also remember that depending on what you're writing, right, your style may differ, it may change. A poet may not necessarily have the same writing style as a novelist, right? They won't have the same writing style as a lyricist. They won't have the same writing style as a screenplay writer, or a storyteller, a short story writer, a fiction writer, a children's story writer. But that's okay. It's all part of your writing style. Now remember, it's unique. The base I want to get this to here is that your writing style is unique to you as a writer. You don't have to worry about catering to other things. Make sure that it's unique to you. The biggest thing about everything I just said, we'll wrap this up here. The biggest thing I want you to remember that your writing style is unique to you. Unique to you. It's the way that you want to communicate with your audience, the way that you want to communicate with the people that you're going to be delivering your message to. And all in all, that's the base backbone of a writing style. It's the author's unique way of communicating with words. Right? No matter how you want to paint the picture, no matter how you want to stack up your words, your phrases, your similes, your metaphors, that's your unique way of doing it. I know some people, I know myself, what I do is I know I shouldn't tell you this yet, but as I mentioned to you guys in the Poetry 101 video, is that rules can be broken when it comes to creative writing. So sometimes I take certain things like certain principles, maybe like a metaphor, simile, and I'll take a piece of it and I'll mash it with something else to make it fit in a different thing. I want you to be able to feel something that doesn't make sense sometimes. And then at the end, we're tied up with a big red bow, and we'll make it make sense. So again, it's unique to you. That's your writing style. Something that's unique to you. It's a way that you can communicate with words. And yeah, guys. So that's gonna be it for this video here today. But as we come back Thursday, I want to talk about the 2 elements of any writing style, right? As we're closing out this series pretty fast. Outside of today's video, we have Thursday's video come up. And then the following week, we have 2 final videos to do as we close out this series here. But I want you to take this. I want you to take this one thing. If you don't remember anything I've tried to give you here, remember that you are uniquely yours when it comes to your writing. Nobody can determine or dictate how you choose to write or how you feel when you write. That's your writing. Again, right? Your writing, just as in your writing style, it's your unique way of doing things. It's your own fingerprint. It's like when you go fingerprint, right? No two people have the same fingerprint. Even a twin doesn't have the same fingerprint as you, right? And that's what I want you to take from this here as we're going in. As you're building your foundation of writing tools, tips, and techniques, I want you to continue to compile, build, and research on your own. Because I know a lot of things I may be telling you guys may not make sense because there are so many intersections between writing styles. Again, these tips, techniques go for a broad range of writing styles, but I'm specifically giving you these here for poetry. Although poetry may not be as long as a novel, you still paint a picture in the same manner. You still want to come off with certain things that help you get to where you want to get to as you're taking the journey through. So yeah, guys, so that's your writing style. What is it again? A writing style is an author's unique way of communicating with words. An author creates a style with the voice or personality and overall tone that they apply to their text. A writer's style can change depending on the type of writing they're doing, who they're writing for, and their target audience. All these things come into a factor when you're developing and applying your unique style of writing, your writing style. So that's about it for today. I feel like I rambled along. If I rambled along, if I didn't make sense, guys, please comment down below. Let me know what did make sense, and I will do a video to clarify. Or if you want to do a one-on-one session, we can do that as well, and we can go over these things individually or in a group setting. I'm free to do this, however it needs to be done. Because again, I want these to get out. I want to help you grow as a writer. I don't want you to be stagnant. I don't want you to feel like you're drowning or you're swamped in these things here. I want you to do what makes you happy when it comes to your writing, while remembering at the same time, nobody can dictate or determine how you choose to write, right? And know that it's going to take time, and it's okay to take your time, right? It's okay to experiment with all these different things, right? To figure out where you stand with your style of writing, while you're developing your voice, while you're developing tone, and understanding all these things at the same time. It's going to take time, right? Play around those things there. Learn as much as you can. Download into yourself as much as you can. And just have fun while you're exploring these things here. But the next video, guys, we'll be talking about, like I said, the 2 elements of any writing style. And we'll discuss that on Thursday, which is voice and tone, right? The 2 elements of any writing style are voice and tone. The next video, we'll be discussing that there. So guys, stay tuned. Again, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Notification bell turn on. Let me know down below what you think. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about what we're talking about here. If you feel that I'm wrong in any way, please let me know, and we can discuss it further. Again, these are my tips. These are my tips, tools, and techniques that I use specifically for me a lot of times. Some things may be broader for other audiences here, but I'm giving you what I think are good for you. Things that I've researched, things I've used on my own. I've compiled them to make these things here. And I hope that they work for you, whether you're writing poetry, novels, short stories, children's stories, whatever it may be. I hope that these work for you. But guys, again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on my social media sites. All those links, every link about anything that you need to know about me is in the description down below. Please check it out. And yeah, so I guess with that being said, guys, we'll close out here. And I guess we'll see you next time, guys. But remember these things here. Guys, remember to stay safe and be blessed. And I will see you next time in class. So until next time, we out. Peace.